And after the news, my special guest is Festus.
Oh well, roots reggae rock pressure.
Sound systems have always been an integral part of reggae music. They were going long before anyone ever even thought of making a reggae record. They're of course absolutely enormous mobile discotheques with speakers the size of wardrobes and 10 times as heavy. And they're powered by individually designed amplifiers which are usually never smaller than 1,000 watts. Now, to hear them, you know, thumping out the old rhythms in a dance hall is like an experience never to be forgotten, especially when it's a cup clash, when four sounds meet in the dance hall and compete with each other to see who can run the best sounds. Anyway, one of the most established sound systems in this country is Sir Coxsone, owned by Lloyd Coxsone, who named his sound after the original Coxsone downbeat sound in Jamaica, which was owned by Clement Seymour Dodd, who then went on to form Studio One. Anyway, Lloyd Coxsone's operator and record selector for many years has been Festus. It's odd, but nevertheless part of the tradition of Jamaican sound systems that once they've established the sound, the owner stops playing the records and somebody else appointed by him takes over, which is why you might see Lloyd Coxsone or Fat Man standing in the middle of a crowded dance hall and not by his actual sound playing it. And I remember one dance hall session in Fulham a couple of years back. Coxsone was standing in the middle of the floor, dance absolutely packed, and I asked him why he didn't play the sound, and he said that he got tremendous pleasure and enjoyment from standing in a packed dance hall listening to Festus, his operator and selector, playing records that he hoped and knew that Festus would play. Well, over the years Festus has certainly played a few records, but sadly he won't be doing that for us much longer, because he's packing his bags and returning to Jamaica for good. Well, I couldn't possibly let him go without saying goodbye in a way that we'd all remember, so he's joined me tonight in the studio to run his all-time top 5. Yes. A night not to be forgotten, hopefully, as you stand by your pause buttons, I know you are. Having dug very deep into the old Coxsone dub box, Festus is here, armed with a bunch of slates. Now, before we came on air tonight, we actually waded through some of them, and I mean, they're unbelievable, because all these slates are one-off versions cut for Coxsone's sound in Jamaica, Tubby's or wherever. So these are the only mixes that exist in the world. Some of them are extremely valuable, but what's really upset me tonight, and I'm sure you'll be upset too when you hear about it, is the fact that some of the best ones we couldn't actually play because they're so old and they've been rubbed so many times by Festus and the Coxsone team that they're actually almost impossible to play on air, because, well, they are impossible to play on air. They jump, they hiss, they're scratched and everything else. But nevertheless, Coxsone's dub basket is big, and we've managed, or Festus has managed, to pull out 5 absolute gems, which he's going to run for us, starting with number 5 in a minute. But before we go to your all-time top 5, Festus, tell us why it is you're packing your bags and returning to Jamaica.
Well, we think it's time for a change, you know, to try a new venture in sound in Jamaica at this particular time. So we're making that forward move and not backward, you know.
So what's wrong with playing in this country?
The people them too cool in the dance hall. Them not no life in them, you know. Yeah, dance sweet David, like you know too.
You mean just the thing of people actually going and dancing and raving and
looking forward to going to a dance in Jamaica. Everybody just look forward to that, to go to a dance, dress up and them go for dance, not to stand up and look at each other.
So you're actually taking the whole sound?
Yeah, we're taking the whole sound, you know.
Oh, because I thought it was just you.
No, Lloyd and I and the posse.
The whole team are leaving. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just you. Apologies to Lloyd Coxsone, who's probably sitting at home saying, why aren't I on the show? Well, Lloydie, I thought it was only Festus that was going, so as a way of saying goodbye, I invited him in. Apologies to the rest of the Coxsone team. A little bit of a misunderstanding there, Festus. Anyway, it's live and direct, as they say.
Right.
But the selection's here, and it's from the Coxsone dub basket, and it's traditional anyway, isn't it? I mean, Festus was running the selection on the sound, so, and Coxsone listening, and it's the same tonight. So tell us, Festus, what your number 5 is in your all-time top 5.
Slave Driver by the brother called Reggae George.
I make it a merry heart. and keep it. Love is what to say, but what really means each and every day.
There are three men I don't trust in this world. Those three men is a danger to me. Those three men I don't trust, oh no. Those three men is a danger to me. Mr. Slave Driver, Mr. Exploiter, and Mr. Criticizer. Those three men I don't trust, oh no. Those three men is a danger to me. Mr. Slave Driver want me to work all day. Mr. Exploiter don't want me to get my pay. Mr. Criticizer don't want me to reach nowhere. 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 Those three men is a danger to me. Danger. Those three men I don't trust, oh no. They're danger. They're danger to me. Mr. Slave Driver want me to work all day. Mr. Exploiter don't want me to get my pay. Mr. Criticizer don't want me to reach nowhere. 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 Nowhere.
Slave Driver by Reggae George. That came out as a release record a few months ago. It was called Three Wicked Man by Reggae George. But you're getting a different style tonight. That's the dub version, which was cut at Tough Gong Studios for Coxsone Sound. Sir Coxsone Sound over in this country, not the one in Jamaica. And Festus, the operator and selector for Coxsone Sound, is in the studio with me tonight because sadly the Coxsone team are packing their bags and returning to Jamaica. They've had enough of playing their sound over here, so they're leaving us to starve with no music. You're a rotten lot. I don't know.
No.
I'm winding you up. Okay. I mean, I know why you're going. It's a valid reason. That was number 5, Mr. Festus. And incidentally, let's get this name sorted out. Why do they call you Festus?
When it's out at school, you know, they call me Festus.
Why? I mean, any reason?
No reason.
Do you know what the word means? I mean,
Well, an African told me that it was,
it meant dub.
it's a it means festivity, which is festival in their country. This was a doctor, African doctor told me this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Number 4 in your all-time top 5 out of the Coxsone dub basket.
This one is called The Assassinator by Junior Delgado. Apparently this one is not even voiced as yet. It's just a raw rhythm.
Dubplate style. Dubplate style, I want you wilder than a crocodile.
Charge for rhythm, aren't you?
Yeah.
Roots Rockers on a Saturday night with David Rodigan on Capital Radio, and my very special guest tonight, Festus from Coxsone Sound, the selector and operator, playing his all-time top 5. That was number 4, Junior Delgado, part 2 of a thing called The Assassinator, which is not even voice.
Recorded at Channel, you know, and mixed by the man Scientist and I Man in Dub Conference in Waterhouse.
Night to remember. As it goes off, right, we'll just get that back off the turntable. I'll just take that dub with me, Festus, if you don't mind. See ya. Bye. Right, number 3, as we get near the top. Number 3, what is it? There it is. It's on King Tubby's The Dub Master. Horace Andy?
This one is by the man called Horace and the Money, Money, the Roots of All Evil. Money, Money, the Roots of All Evil by the man Horace.
Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, 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 people is the root of all evil. If you work for a man and you get no pay, brother, don't do nothing wrong. Don't let no one influence you. When trouble comes, it's you all alone. Money, 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 people is the root of all evil. Money, 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 tell you it's the root of all evil.
Dubplate style.
Some steal it, some kill for it, some do it here for it. It may break, it break. Judas betrayed Christ for it. Money, 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 tell you it's the root of all evil.
They should have 1,500 versions of that. That's what you think, Mac.
Oh, Rasta is a rim like them run. Make old man feel yo.
2 on the double. The man called Ika Mouse walk up on the scene and say,
There you go. Parts 1 and 2 of a dub plate from Jamaica, mixed by scientists, yeah?
this one was scientist, you know. Ika Mouse version, a different style.
Festus in the studio. It's Roots Rockers on a Saturday night, and Festus is running his all-time top 5 before he and the rest of the Coxsone team return to Jamaica, where they're going to play their sound. Right, what is number 2?
This one is by Alton Ellis. One sound in the world play that one at Coxsone. So when you let that sound play, this one go to jail and not get no bail. And we have all kind of pigtail.
Comes a Dubplate special. This one kind of tougher than metal. This one also got my initial.
There you go. It's Saturday night and it's Festus's all-time top 5 on Roots Rockers. That was number 2 by Alton Ellis and it was called...
Tell me, you know.
You're getting red over there on the music.
Wicked and wild. This one is a special request to all the people outside the Wallison Capital Radio tonight. See, this one.
Your all-time number 1. Well, before we play it, may I, on behalf of everybody who's followed your sound over the years, thank you and Coxsone himself and the rest of the gang, Blacker, Levi, etc., all of whom are going off to Jamaica, for all the entertainment and joy and pleasure that you've given us over the years, loading those boxes into the back of the van and taking them out again and stringing up and taking it all down again as dawn breaks, and, you know, really entertaining us. I know everybody who's followed your sound and heard you appreciates what you've done, and thank you.
Thanks, David.
The all-time number 1 from Festus is what?
This one is called Conquering Lion
By
Lloyd Ruddock, which incidentally is King Tubby's brother. King Tubby's from Jamaica, brother Lloyd Ruddock. Only play by this song, number 1 champion sound, only play by this song, number 1 song, Coxsone Conquering Lion. Do it!
Style, when you're wilder than a crocodile. Return as no lamb to the slaughter. He will return as a king. He will return as a conquering lion and rule upon a throne. Whoa, which you and rule upon Dubplate style. We come to break down oppression, yeah, and set the captive free. We come to rule equality for you and me. Oh, it's for you. Come to break down oppression, yeah, and set the captive free. Oh, I know, I know. We come to rule equality for you and me. Oh, it's you for you and me. Don't you know for you?
There you go, Lloyd Ruddock and Conquering Lion, Festus's all-time number 1. Festus, thanks very much for coming in tonight. It's been a great pleasure having you on the show, and you certainly dug out some tunes. And as I said earlier on, there are a lot of tunes that we couldn't actually play. I mean, we could sit here all night and run Coxsone Dub, as I'm sure you well imagine.
True, Raddy.
But at least his all-time number 1 was one that could be played, and that was it, Conquering Lion. Festus, the best of luck in Jamaica with the sound and the rest of the team.
Okay, Raddy.
And thanks for everything.
Nice to be here with you, Raddy, to play nice music for the people of England, you know. I'm sorry I have to leave, but That's the way it has to go, you know. And nice to be here with you. Special request to the Coxsone Posse. Them was it. It's all the most from a dub.